I'm Marcus Blake. I'm here from That Nerd Show here at the 2019 Dallas International Film Festival. We're speaking with the filmmakers behind Shoot the Moon Right Between the Eyes. Love the title, and we got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Graham Carter.
David Kendrick.
Frank Mosley.
All right. So the title itself, there's so many different ways you can go with it. Tell us a little bit about the title.
Sure. Well, the title came first for sure. It's from a John Prine song, Clocks and the Spoons. There's just that great line, and that's always stuck with me. What do y'all make of the title? I don't know. What did y'all think? We never really talked about it, I don't think.
I mean, to me, it's a classic title.
Yeah.
It has like a romantic connotation, just like how it's been used in the past. And then when you brought up the John Prine connection, it seems like apt for the entire thing.
For sure.
Because all John Prine songs.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted it shortened to Shoot the Moon, but Graham ignored my suggestions.
Well, there's already a movie called Shoot the Moon.
Okay, all right then.
It could be Shoot the Moon between the eyes, but right between the eyes.
Yeah, that's perfect. But I also like that you can't. A lot of people are not accidentally buying tickets to this one. You know, I feel like at film festivals, you're like, oh, I'll go see. But the title's long enough that everyone's kind of. Yeah, you have to really remember it.
Right.
That's a good way to
Well, I think that any story about con men is always interesting. How did you come up with this concept?
Well, I knew for sure I wanted David to be in the movie. I've made a lot of short films with him, and
He thinks I'm a con man, obviously.
right, yeah. It's basically a documentary.
Right.
There's this short story by James Joyce called Two Gallants, I don't know how to say it. And these guys, I liked the idea of most of the story being about them kind of waiting around and not necessarily even about the con. Like, that's not what's important, but just spending time with them for sure.
So a reoccurring theme at That Nerd Show when we talk about films is how the landscape can always be its own character within a film. Do you feel like that if you had shot this anywhere but Texas, it just wouldn't have had the same feel?
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. I mean, we're all born and bred. I don't know, right? Yeah, it's just where we would have to do it. We couldn't do it anywhere else.
Yeah,
It's a Texas movie.
Yeah.
You know, like through and through. Like, you know.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you always get those stereotypes if you do in the deep south, like Mississippi or Alabama. But Texas is a place all unto its own. This weird, magical land
Exactly.
with different cultures clashing.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite part of this movie? Like the favorite moment between characters, or just anything that really stands out to you?
Sure. Well, my favorite moment personally is there's a musical number near the end where David sings Maureen, Maureen, and it's all, there's no set or anything, it's just the two characters and they're just singing into like darkness, and it's just really beautiful to me.
Well, I would have to say probably the scene where Maureen and myself have to or I suppose I have to make a decision whether to choose the money or love, and I made the wrong choice.
That's a good one. I think, like, musically speaking, what I love is, and this maybe a spoiler alert here, but you don't really know necessarily this is a musical until way into the film. And there's a scene where they're having breakfast and then they start kind of singing, and then it just evolves into this actual number that I think is really effortless and like beautiful. And I think for anybody who doesn't know what the movie's about, they're totally in for a wonderful surprise when that happens. So I love that.
Now, this question is for you. Do you think it's more fun to be able to play kind of a criminal con man than somebody who does it straight?
That's impossible for me to answer because I'm a Gemini, so I have two sides. One is a clown and one is a sentimental straight guy. So it really was a good fit for me.
All right.
Both worlds.
All right, so we always like to ask our filmmakers one or two nerdy questions, and we're going to start with the first one. Is anybody keeping up with Game of Thrones?
I've only seen the pilot.
Okay, so no Game of Thrones people. You don't get that question. Well, we've been asking everybody who they think is going to sit on the Iron Throne. It's been interesting to see the responses.
I wish
That
I knew.
that sounds painful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't sit on the Iron Throne.
But I would be interested as a filmmaker if you had a choice to direct or write anything within the nerd universe, sci-fi, superhero, anything like that. What would be that go-to project for you?
I don't know. Name some more nerdy stuff.
Well, like a Star Wars or a Star Trek, maybe a Marvel or DC film.
Yeah.
Or creating something of your own.
Horror film.
Oh, what?
A horror film.
Yeah, or a horror film. I don't know. I mean, I always kind of like Spider-Man, I guess, so maybe I could do a Spider-Man movie. Maybe Frank could play Spider-Man.
I'll do whatever. I'll play a villain. I always want to play a villain.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, one last nerdy question. If you could have a weapon of choice or a superpower from the nerd universe to fight the forces of evil, what would it be for you?
I would want to fly.
Sticky hands.
Okay, we've never gotten that answer ever. Wow.
I was with Graham. I'm with flying, but yeah, that's pretty great.
And we're all like, wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah, do it.
Nice. Great answers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Cannot wait to see the film and good luck with it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Appreciate it.